Drake Maye, how was your mini bye weekend after that win on Thursday night?
What's going on? Yeah, it's good to get a win. Good to enjoy the 3-day weekend. I know after, Thursday night you always want to come up with a win, and it was good to get back in and get ready for Cincinnati.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Fitzy.
No, I was just going to ask him if he had a chance to watch any football this weekend like the rest of us, Drake. Obviously, we usually focus on you guys on Sunday, but with Patriots on Thursday, we got to watch a little rest of the NFL. Did you get a chance to do so?
Yeah, I did. It's a little weird not playing. Almost feels like something's wrong. But, no, I got a chance to watch a little bit and took some time, rest up, and get ready to go for the second half of the season almost, it feels like. So that was good.
So, Drake, I know you've probably turned the page to getting ready for the Bengals in this week, but we haven't had a chance to talk to you since Thursday night. So I wanted to go back, and the first guy I wanted to touch on and ask you about was Trayvon Henderson stepping up. He steps up with the big plays in Tampa, and then against the Jets, it was a couple more, 3 more touchdowns, some really tough yards, kind of lowering his shoulders and plowing through people. What'd you think about your rookie running back there?
Yeah, just so proud of Trayvon. So proud of how he approached, stepping up with Ramondre out and kind of getting thrown in the fire, and he's done a great job responding. He's got, 5 touchdowns the past 2 weeks. He's just doing all the right things, and he cares. He cares a lot, and I think the biggest thing, he just keeps on going and asking questions and wants to get better, and he's running hard, finishing runs. It sets the tone for those guys up front that want to block for him, and he's catching it out of the backfield great. So I look forward to continue with him and get some guys back, and it'll be fun.
Drake, so you're a couple days removed from the win on Thursday night against the Jets. What did you think you guys did best? What do you think went well for you guys? And also, could you tell us exactly how that sequence worked out in the third quarter where you were rolling to your right, looked like you were going to run or go out of bounds, and then you found Steph Diggs for that great improvisational play that I think really just kind of cemented the game for you guys?
Yeah, I thought we were good on first down. I thought we had some explosive plays on first down. I thought we ran the ball. We threw the ball on first down. We were kind of, multiple on first down. And then, I think the guys were great at, really all night protection-wise. I really had all day, back there from those guys and just trying to do my part of getting different guys. And so that's one of the best things about our team is, it's a new guy every week and different guys make multiple plays a game. So just trying to do my part, spread the ball around. And, on that one, just trying to, keep the play alive as long as I can and remain a passer. And Steph made a good play. And like I said, just try to remain a passer as long as I can and kind of keep the threat of both possibility.
Patriots quarterback Drake Maye here on a Patriots Monday on WEEI Afternoons. Drake, one of those touchdowns to Trayvon Henderson, through the air, he leaked out of the backfield, looked like he ran a little corner. They had a confusion. After the touchdown, the cameras caught you pointing to the sideline, and we've seen that a couple times here. When you're doing that, are you pointing to Josh? Are you acknowledging, you drew it up and it worked out? Like, what's going on there when we see that?
Some of them I think are great calls, and some of it's kind of just become a habit. I think just give the coaches, little details credit, after the play. It's always us that make the plays, but they'll always say the players make the plays go. But credit to them for all the hard work they put in. I don't think enough is said about coaches and how much time they spend. So I always try to give a little credit to the sideline, the position coaches and Coach McDaniels for what they do.
Obviously, it was really special. Also, Thursday, you guys were the only game in town and on TV, and you had a chance to sit on the set of Amazon Prime Sports Video NFL coverage with Coach Vrabel, and you guys had a great chat talking about how much each of you guys mean to each other and how far you guys think this can go. And, of course, the fans were there chanting MVP at you once again. Can you just talk about how special a moment that was with your coach and all those fans after that big win?
Yeah, I think we love playing for him. I think we, every week we look forward to playing for Coach, seeing what he has to say in team meetings to get us better and seeing, him coach us hard, but at the same time care about us and, want us to be the best versions of ourselves and wants to win. So I think we all share that in common, and I think it's cool when you see you share that in common, wanting to win and wanting to win bad, and want to do whatever it takes. So, like I said, he's been a big part of what we do, and we're just trying to keep going and keep it 1 week at a time.
During that post-game sit-down on Amazon Prime, Coach Vrabel acknowledged or admitted that part of the reason he came to New England, wanted to come to New England, was to coach you. How do you react to something like that? Is it humbling? Is it cool? Like, what was your reaction when you heard that?
Yeah, my thought is to keep on, playing and prove them. I think keep on playing and know that I got to do my part, every week. And it's awesome to hear that from your head coach, and it makes you want to, play better and keep on, keep on winning games, because that's what matters, and that's what is going to, like I said, make them, want to, coach us harder and support his quarterback and have my back even more.
Drake, a lot of people that talk to you obviously have kids who probably get to watch you and follow you as well. And my older boy, my 12-year-old, is a huge fan of yours. And I promised him I'd ask this question for him. He wanted to know, what has been the biggest challenge so far in your journey this season to being so consistent and awesome?
Consistent and awesome. Well, tell him he's the man. I think just take it one week at a time. Not to live in the future or the past. Just try to go one week at a time. I think the biggest thing is just enjoy it. I think enjoy kind of showing up to work and showing up to blessed to play this position and play for the Patriots. Just enjoy it while it goes. I think the season goes by fast, so just try to enjoy it with the teammates and the guys around me, and know that what awesome time it is to playing in this organization, and just gotta keep it going.
Drake, it seemed like you guys had the opportunity to maybe take some easy outs last week. Skip some meetings, miss 25 minutes of meetings here, or go inside and practice instead of being outside. You guys, as leadership, apparently chose not to do that. How did that decision come about? Was it easy? Are you proud of the decision you guys made? And do you think that says something about who you are and where you're trying to go?
I don't think it's that big a deal. I mean, he thinks, with whether sometimes it's raining out here, sometimes it's cold out here, we want to, embrace the elements, and that's what they've done here in the past. And I think part of it is just, embracing this weather and know it can be an advantage for us. And I think, practicing out there in windy conditions or cold conditions just, prepares us for when, some of these, night games that we've had, or, the Monday night coming up. But, really, I think just, like I said, just knowing that, this sport is played outside for a majority of the teams, and the one it's not, it's the one-off. So, but this is football weather.
Drake, it really seems like your relationship also with Will Campbell these days is in a great place, which is so very important considering what high draft picks you guys were for the Pats, and how that relationship between a QB and his left tackle should be. We all kind of love that moment when you're doing your post-game presser and Will Campbell comes in and you turn around, you smiled and you laughed and you said, "Get out of here, Rook." You guys really have is there like a great on-field relationship with a friendship that mirrors off the field as well?
Yeah, Big Country. He's been awesome. I think he's proud of the way he's kind of handled it. I think we have we were in a similar situation. Top pick. Leaving college early and kind of up here on our own from the South. So just been cool for us to kind of share the similar journey and share some of my experiences with him. And he's been him and some other rookies we have, and Jared and Trayvon have been a great class, and Kyle, and just Craig on the defensive side. So proud of what they've done as a rookie class, and I think Will's just coming to work and coming to practice. And really every day he's one of our best practice players, and it shows up in the games, and it's fun kind of sharing our accents. I think his is a lot stronger than mine, so it's fun to hear that. And I think that's the best thing about it, is just, like I said, sharing some similar experiences and sharing what I learned from last year, and knowing what a long season it was compared to college. So it's also cool being young and both kind of living through the same kind of life.
Drake Maye here with us on a Patriots Monday on WEEI Afternoons. Drake, Coach Vrabel has started saying no naps. He's been throwing that phrase around. I think he may have even gestured it to you when you were out on the field offensively at one point during the game on Thursday night, kind of did the Steph Curry, put his hands to his cheeks. What does no naps mean? How do you take that, and what does it mean for this football team?
Yeah, it's been no plays off. It's no days off. It's what Coach Vrabel is, what he brings every day. It's no days off. It's no plays off. I think times when we get up in games offensively and kind of have a 2-score lead, or have a chance to put the game out of reach, we need to be at our best and still have that same urgency as we do in the beginning of a game. And I think he's trying to get that across to the team, and knowing that good teams have a chance to come back on us and make it a game. So that's what we're trying to be, is no naps and don't take plays off, because every position, every play matters.
Drake, I'm not sure if you saw this, but a lot was made last week on on social media and such of you being a multi-sport athlete, not just someone who played football and football only. With some of your basketball highlights and even some interesting pictures of Nick Saban and Steve Sarkisian scouting you at a basketball game. I'm just curious if you still believe playing multiple sports is great for the contemporary athlete, and did that help make you a better quarterback? Nick Saban, by the way, was on the Pat McAfee show the other day saying that if you weren't a quarterback, you probably could have played basketball at North Carolina and even maybe been a pro hooper.
I'm not sure about that. Coach, it's nice to say that, but no, I was a huge fan. Me and my brothers, we all played. It was football season, we put pads on, basketball season, and went to baseball season. So our favorite sport was really whichever season it was, and I think that's what our parents did growing up, and that's what I was just accustomed to. And I think nowadays, kids are so worried about trying to get to the highest level, playing the same sport. I think playing different sports and different experiences and being in different situations is so good for you at a young age, and was so good for me. I'm a big fan of playing sports, playing different sports. I remember in high school, we had a football game. Our last football game was on a Friday, and that next Tuesday, my junior year in high school, I was starting in the basketball game. So I loved it. I loved transitioning to sports, and some outside, basketball is inside, and playing whatever you can, whether it's different sports throughout the seasons. And I think it's such a huge advantage of playing quarterback, and then in basketball having the ball at the end of your hand with the last shot, and just how similar it really is. And some of the sports translate, and movement wise, and some don't. But I'm a huge fan of it, and hopefully one day have my own family and have my kids play as many as they want and as many as they can. So I'm a fan, and I know parents and some people are different opinionated, but obviously I think it may have worked out for me and my brothers.
Drake, your coach, Vrabel, dismissed this question, but I felt like I'd give you the opportunity because, you're familiar with this guy, and he played for the Patriots. Cam Newton said the Patriots are fool's gold. That was his words, not mine. Do you hear those things? Do you react those things? Any comment on that?
Oh no, I don't even. I don't even know what show he's on. I think they get paid to make remarks and make certain comments. So just worried about what people in our organization think, and worried about what we think and my teammates think, and everybody's going to have different opinions. So we should go out there on Sunday and worry about ourselves.
Speaking of going out there Sunday and worrying about yourselves, next game you are famously, a famous phrase here in New England, you're on to Cincinnati. What are you most looking forward to about this Bengals matchup? Looks like it won't be Joe Burrow, but you get someone else who can really chuck the rock in Joe Flacco.
Yeah, I think, they got a high-power offense.
Oh, did we lose you, Drake?
Get on the road. You got us?
Yep, you're back.
I got you, buddy.
Looking forward to get on the road again. They got some good players. They got a high-power offense, and we got to do our part of going on the road again and trying to get another one. So, looking forward to that, and been there before last year, so just trying to get back on track.
All right, it's your favorite time of the interview. It's time for us to do a little may or may not.
May or may not. It's time for a weekly peek. May or may not. Inside the likes, loves, mind, and style of New England's quarterback. May or may not. May not. On WEEI Afternoons.
All right, Drake, I'm not even sure if I'm qualified to ask this question. I don't know what it means, but I'm sure you've come across it. 6'7", may or may not.
6'7". I'm not really sure what it means, but I'm for the trend, so I'd say may.
Yeah, I hear it about 50 times a day in my house with two young boys, Drake. Be glad you don't have any around just yet. Speaking of young kids and things they love, video games. A lot of guys are gamers, probably, especially on your team. Video games is a chill-out tool for you, may or may not.
Yeah, I could play some video games. I grew up with your older brother, so we loved playing. So I could play some video games.
I'm going to ask this one on the fly, coming off the question about multi-sports and Saban saying you could have played at UNC. Drake Maye is the best basketball player in the Gillette Stadium locker room, may or may not.
Ooh. We've had this debate many times in the training room and the meal room. I like my chances. I like my chances a lot. I think combination some of those guys, some of the big guys, they can't move with me, and some of the DBs and receivers, I think they're too small. So I like my chances.
All right, we'll stay with the multi-sport subject. If you were not a quarterback, would you want to be a professional basketball player, may or may not?
Oh, for sure. I think the NBA, playing the NBA would be awesome. You know, went to Celtics game the other day, and you know, I think that sport and is a great sport, and it's fun to watch. I know they got a lot of games, so it's kind of one of those things. It's really the ultimate, you know, next game mentality, and I think it's one of my favorites growing up playing basketball. I don't think I could, though. I don't know if I'm good enough, but I would try.
All right, growing up in the Charlotte area, I'm guessing you watched this guy, maybe even crossed paths with him. Ric Flair is the greatest wrestler of all time, may or may not.
Ooh, that's a good one. I'd probably say may not. You know, I'm not sure. I'm a big fan of the Two Claps and Ric Flair, but I think there's some pretty good ones out there, and I know that the entertainment wrestling is a big thing.
All right, even though you're a young dude, you're married, homeowner as well now. So Drake Maye as a handyman who loves do-it-yourself projects, may or may not.
Ooh, I'd like to try to get into it more. I probably need to be better. I think about the efforts there. I don't think the skills are there. So however you want to take that.
I don't know if this is allowed before I get the quarterback question of the week, but follow-up question, do you have a favorite wrestler of all time or the best wrestler of all time?
Favorite I was an Undertaker fan.
Nice. Okay.
I was a fan of the Undertaker growing up, and I think real wrestling. I got into real wrestling a little bit. I think it was Burroughs was his name for the USA. He was real good and competitive wrestling, but probably Undertaker and WWE stuff.
Awesome. Okay, time now for the quarterback question of the week. The quarterback question of the week is brought to you by Northeast Men's Health, the experts in treating men's sexual health with 6 New England offices, or at northeastmenshealth.com. This week's question comes from Ricky in Rochester. What do you feel like you've improved most on this season, and what do you feel like you still need to most improve on this season?
What I've improved on most this season, I think just kind of navigating to the next play and knowing that the next play is more important than what just happened, whether it was one that I'd like to have back or one that we scored on. I think just knowing that next play and having that mentality, and always I think Coach Vrabel's helped me a lot with just moving on and kind of screw it and just go for the next one. And I think still could improve on is I'm always trying to improve on commanding the offense, knowing the offense, getting to good plays, getting to better plays. I think the more I'm in this offense, the better it'll be and the better it'll get, and just try to work hard at that and try to be the best I can every week.
All right, Drake, we appreciate you joining us this Monday. Good luck prepping and playing the Bengals, and we'll talk to you a week from today.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one. Feel bad.